Just testing out my mic, see if it works. ND filters on. Nice sunny day. Bike's ready. Did you guys see that? I'm not sure why it does it, but basically it doesn't start sometimes, and I'm not sure why, because the battery is charged, but it still does it sometimes, so I'm not sure. Anyways, welcome to a new video. Hopefully you can hear me well. Well, no, of course you can't. Happened again. Anyways, it's time for a new narration, it seems. Today I'm just heading to Gasoline Juice and to get some petrol. For those who don't know, it's a little spot where bikers and car guys meet up. Bit of fuel, bit of coffee, and a good excuse to check out some cars and bikes. Nothing crazy. Just a Sunday night, just a Sunday ride, really. Now, riding out here, you always have to keep an eye on Sunday drivers. I think Sundays are the worst days to ride a motorbike, and you've got that specific type. They're either going too slow, not checking the mirrors, or drifting around like they're half asleep. It's not the speed that is dangerous, it's their unpredictability, because you can be the safest rider in the world, but if someone pulls out without looking, you've got half a second to react. So rule number one for me is always expect the unexpected, right? Like no one can see you, because most of the time they don't. That's why I keep a steady pace on these roads. It's tempting to just crack the throttle and go, especially when the bike feels this good, but honestly, staying sharp and focused really helps you stay safe. For example, in this situation, stood behind the Audi because I knew he was going to do this. He didn't see me for some reason, even though the bike's loud, he didn't see me. So he wanted to pull out, then he saw me in the mirrors and obviously pulled back and let me go through. Anyways, I got to Gasoline Juice and yeah, some cool bikes, and they had some kind of Ultima GT car meet, so had a quick sip of coffee, checked out these bikes and the cars, which by the way looked absolutely incredible. I'm not sure how much one of these is, but yeah, they're really cool cars. I think they have like V8 engines and pretty much track focused, even though they all have number plates on, but I wouldn't really drive this in around the city. Can't be that comfortable, can it? Back to our riding. I've noticed lately that a lot of new riders get caught up chasing speed and lean angles and stuff like that on the roads, which we all do at the beginning, I think. But if you really enjoy biking long term, I think you should focus on the basics like positioning, looking ahead, and just keeping yourself out of stupid situations. That's what keeps you riding for years, not months. The thing about Sunday drivers is they don't even know they're a hazard. They're just out cruising at 20 under the limit, weaving slightly, braking for no reason, or sitting in the middle of the road when you're trying to line up a corner. And on the bike, that stuff makes a lot of difference. You'll see them on country B roads. Some of them are tourists, some are just out for a casual spin, but the main problem is they're very unpredictable. One minute they're slowing down for a bend, you could easily take at double their speed. Next minute they're just cutting across the junction without no signal. For me, the trick is to leave plenty of space and don't sit right behind them, because when they slam on the brakes for no reason, you get some space to brake or avoid them. And honestly, patience goes a long way. I used to get wound not by them, but at this point I just remind myself it's better to get home safe than to prove a point. You can always overtake him when it's safe. And for example, this car, the red car, had to brake to slow down because this white car was on our lane, and then I showed some sympathy for the overtaking car, and this car allowed me to overtake. But yeah, at the end of the day, Sunday drivers are just one part of the game. We can't change them, but we can control how we react. That's what separates a rider who lasts a season from one that rides for decades.